Oh, it's a chilly one today. The car says it's minus 18 Celsius. Holy smokes. Let's see what Meta says. Hey Meta, what's the temperature outside? It is currently negative 19 degrees. I love these things. They're awesome. The sun is trying to peek through the clouds as we have the Meta Wayfarers on. What do you think of the color? This is the caramel, I believe it is. Shiny caramel. Kind of matches my skin tone. Now, out of the box, they were pretty easy to get up and running. Utilizing the MetaView app, it was pretty seamless. The connectivity through obviously the Bluetooth and stuff was just on point, no problems there. They ask you to go through a couple of different feature sets right away, but everything else is pretty smooth. Obviously, we're dealing with Bluetooth connectivity, so obviously if there's an issue with the signal somewhere, somehow, that could impact the connectivity of the glasses. But once you put them on and the power's on, there's a power indicator lever switch just on the left temple connection there. Meta starts to talk to you. They tell you how much power the glasses have, kind of let you know where you stand for the day when you get started. Now the caramel color here has got almost like a transparent type of frame design. You can actually see the inner working hardware of the glasses. So I don't know how I feel about that. It's kind of growing on me a bit, but we'll have them for a while and see what's happening. Just for your information, I'm holding on to these until my special order Ray-Ban Meta Wayfarers come in. Those are the ones with the transition lenses, and they are the prescription that I wear for my vision. It's going to be special when those ones come in because they actually serve two real good purposes. One, I can see. Two, I get all this connectivity and special features, and yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to enjoy the caramel ones for a while and get familiar with all the functions and stuff. I don't need a year. I don't need a week. I don't even need a few days. I can get all the information I need, bam, to let me know whether or not these are a keeper or not. For probably what is the best piece of tech I own. And I'm going to give it to you straight because I'm an owner. Paid for by my hard-earned money. This is no paid review. My opinions, my own. Look at that sun trying to come through. I love it. The sun's trying to come through the clouds. Now these ones have the gray lenses on them and they are polarized. So be wary when you're dealing with screens. It may impact your visibility. I've already found that out when I was in front of the computer at the workstation this morning. Yeah, I could barely even see the monitors. That polarization is going to help you with the glare and things when you get out here in the field, especially with all this snow around. Like even if the sun isn't shining, you're still, having a very good picture when you're looking through these lenses because it cuts down the glare as well for all the snow. Now these are size large. That's the size that I've chosen, even for my special order ones. They seem to fit my head the best, as well as giving me a very good look on the face. I didn't want the standard ones. They had like a little bit of a pinching feeling, like they were snug, a little too snug. That being said, these ones aren't going anywhere. They fit spectacular. Before you get into all the bells and whistles and all the special features and all the tech and the AI and everything else with the camera and, the ability for pictures and video, not to mention streaming. And then you have, the microphones and the speakers utilized for you to be able to listen to your music that's in your playlists on your device, as well as answering calls, being able to speak to people, while you're connected and out there running about doing your things. A lot of stuff you'll be able to do hands-free. So if you're like me and you require prescription glasses, consult with your optometrist or the local authorized dealer near you so that you can see how you can go about it. These were purchased at the Sunglass Hut. The ones I ordered, special order, are coming from the authorized dealer Lens Crafters. I'm sure you're familiar with them. They should be here within a few days to a week, and then we'll have some fun with those with the transition lenses. But here's the thing. I wanted to make a point and do the review on these ones anyway, because for me personally, I wouldn't be spending the $400 and change on just the sunglasses with all of the tech and stuff inside. Because like I said, everything else is a cherry on top, but for me, the vision requirements is the key. If I'm going to be spending that kind of money, I don't want to have glasses that I can just put on my face temporarily, if you get what I'm saying. I don't want to have to take them off when I go indoors. Only Ray Charles and some superstars wear sunglasses inside for the most part without looking too dorky. So I don't want to be that person. Hey Meta, record video. Right? I don't want to be walking around with sunglasses on indoors. People will be wondering what is happening, what are you wearing, and why. Not to even get into the other tech and everything else about it. So for me, personally, I don't know, to each his own, everyone's different, but I wouldn't be investing in these unless it was to have the clear lenses with transition to sunglasses, or if I had the money to buy both and have these as straight up sunglasses with the polarized lenses with my prescription built into them. That being said, yes, for me, an average person, I wouldn't be walking into your authorized dealer and buying the Ray-Ban Meta without having a multiple purpose to it. So that's just me. Comment below, let me know how you feel about it before we get into all the rest of the special stuff, because the other stuff is special, let me tell you. The measurements for size large, they'll be online there. Just go to ray-ban.com. You'll see everything there that you need as far as the different options, because they do come in 3 models, I believe it is. We have the Wayfarers, obviously, which is my preference because it's the square design or rectangular design. And then we also have the Headliner, which is like a rounded frame design, as well as the Skyler, which is more of like a round or oval shape as well, I believe it is. So I believe those are the 3 options, and you also have different colorways. I actually tried to get the blue denim colorway instead of the caramel. They were totally out of stock, and they were special order only, so that's a little bit of a problem as well. I think I'm gonna get a microphone out here so we can play around on my lunch break and maybe do some recording, and I'll be able to show you what I'm hearing as I request some things from Meta, just to give you a little sample. And also the speaker system for your for when you're listening to music. I was impressed. I was, hoping I was going to get a really good sound. Well, I only had these things, pumped up to about half the power, and they sounded just fine. I mean, it wasn't like having a set of Bose or JBL, full ear, noise canceling headphones on, but it reminded me of having AirPods in my ear, except there's nothing in my ear. I love that. I love it. It works for me. I just took a call from Amy. I double tap on this side, double tap to answer the call. No problem, crystal clear. Amy she was none the wiser. And I could hear her crystal clear, no problem, just as if I had like AirPods in my ear. And she didn't know that I was talking to her on the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I mean, it's that good. It's that good. People may not even necessarily know. What we'll do is we'll do a test in a large group environment, like at the mall or something, where there's lots of ambient noise.
Oh, do you hear that?
Lots
Is that
of
another big
background
doggy?
stuff
Is that
going
another
on.
big doggy?
We'll see how they hold up
doggy?
then too. But so far so good. I've taken a few calls today, and they work fabulous. Now, if they are on and you take them off like this, and then you put them back on, they make a little noise, a really nice noise. It's not too bothersome or anything like that, but it just lets you know that they are connected and they're working. I like that. I like that when I put them on right now, and I'm out in the rural areas. I'm out in the sticks right now. And when I put them on, it's at battery, 70% when you have that nice tone. Lets you know you're activated, you're connected, and how much battery life you have. I like that. I like that a lot. Now let's see if we can show you what exactly you're going to be hearing when you're speaking with Meta, with this AI technology. It's pretty special. In the settings, you'll have the opportunity to select whether you want a male voice, female voice. I enjoy when a woman's talking to me. I like that. It's really nice and pleasing. So let's use the microphone here and see if we can pick it up for you so you can hear what I'm hearing when we talk to Meta. Hi, Indy. Say hello. Say hello. Hey, Meta, what breed of dog am I looking at?
You are looking at a French Bulldog.
The sun was out. It's ducked into the clouds now, but I figured I'd get some outside shots. Hey, Meta, what's the temperature outside?
In Woolwich, it is currently cloudy and -7 degrees Celsius.
I had to step inside. It was chilly out there. And then it started to blow and the drifts were happening and like, oh boy. I wish I was in sunny California, wearing these. That'd be fantastic. The ability to do voice commands too when you're answering the phone or making calls, fantastic. When you're driving, when you're walking, when you're doing whatever it is, hands-free. It's all just great. I can even access my music and my playlists. Hey Meta, can you turn on or play Chester's playlist for me, please?
Playing Chester.
Hey Meta, stop playlist. I also like the ability to just ask it anything. Hey Meta, what am I looking at?
You are looking at a pair of rose-tinted sunglasses.
Ray-Bans too. This is Amy's other pair of aviators. Nice. Whatever you see, Meta's gonna see. Well, to the best of her ability. And she's actually quite specific about it as well, so depends on how much is in the picture. So what I find, she does a dynamite job. And I guess I'm referring to it as she because I have a female voice talking to me, but should refer to it as it, the AI. So you know what I'm saying. Hey Meta, what am I looking at?
You are looking at a bottle of Oasis apple calcium juice.
All right, I better get back down in the studio and wrap this thing up. Ray-Ban Meta. This is the shiny caramel. I like them. I like them. I think for the money though, yeah. 409 Canadian. What's that? Like 300 US? Maybe a little bit less. Yeah, it's about 300 US, I think. But yes, I think bang for your buck. You are getting some ultimate tech for that value. Great to be back in the studio. But I just want to do a test as far as the visuals for this AI and Meta. I'm going to see if it can identify a particular watch because, as you know, I do watch content as well. So let's see how accurate it can be. Hey Meta, what am I looking at?
You are looking at a person's hand holding an analog watch. There is also some equipment and lights in the background, possibly for photography or videography purposes.
You gotta love how specific they are as well. That's fantastic. However, they aren't specific enough to say that it's the Omega Speedmaster Professional. It's an analog watch is all they can identify, and likely because they can't see the details in the fine print for the text that's on the watch itself. So that is fair. That is fair. Oh, this one should be interesting. Here we go. Those of you that may not recognize this is like from the 70s, but no problem. One of the original video game systems I grew up on. Hey Meta, what am I looking at?
You are looking at an electronic quarterback, a vintage handheld electronic game.
Are you kidding me right now? Meta got it right. Bang on. Now, those are some basic examples of what this AI and the Meta sunglasses can do for you. But yeah, if you're out and about and you're doing your thing and you want to know what something is, or just have a look at it and ask Meta, and it hopefully will be able to give you some information on it, which is great, and or identify it like straight up, which I mean, that's like next level stuff. Like, wow, right on your face, hands free. Like, unbelievable. I am so happy with these. It is fantastic to have the experience with them. This pair I'm not going to keep. They're going to be going back, but definitely a pleasure with the hands-on. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, these ones are the actual sunglasses. Mine that are coming hopefully next week, they are the eyeglasses with corrected lens prescription built into them, and they will be transitional. So they will be eyeglasses during the day or whenever I'm inside, and then they will transition to full sunglasses when there's UV rays that strikes the lenses and works that way for me. So for me, the priority was, you know what, they're all fine and dandy for content creation and to have fun with, and I mean, they are much bigger than anybody who thinks that they're a gimmick. I think they're on the right track here with what they're doing with the technology. It's pretty awesome. But the ability to talk to people without using your phone, the ability to listen to music in your playlists as well as Spotify as well, not to mention live streaming. And apparently, with the update now, we can actually record for longer than 60 seconds, which is actually pretty special. I guess you can go up to 3 minutes now, which, I mean, that is great. Even though it's in portrait mode, you can still crop it if you like, but the image is going to be usable. And that, at the end of the day, is, you know, a huge benefit So, I mean, I love them. I love them, and I've only had them on my face for a few days. But I can't wait to do the long-term review after I've had them on my face for a year, because I'm going to be wearing them every day. That's right. And that was the thing for me. If you're going to spend that money, I want to be wearing them every day. Ask it anything. Hey, Meta, what time is it in London, England?
In London, England, it is 11:46 p.m.
She's totally right. Comment below. Let me know if you're going to have a use for them. For me, as I've already mentioned, because they're full sunglasses, I can't wear them, inside. Obviously, recording in the studio is a different thing, but unfortunately, I wanted to make sure I got the full use out of them, and that's why, for me in particular, I wanted the transitions from the eyeglasses to the sunglasses so that I can wear them 24/7, because I need them to drive, I need them to watch TV, so they're going to be on my face probably 80% of the day. Now, that being said, I understand we only have about a 4-hour window here for power, but you have the ability to charge these things in the case, which is fantastic. Now, the case doesn't come with its own power puck. It does have USB-C connection at the bottom, and obviously, this day and age, we all have a power puck or cable or whatever that we can use to charge it, so no problem. I can't wait for my transitions to get here. I'll do the review on those ones, because those ones are the matte black, as opposed to these, which are the shiny caramel, like my skin color. Hey, Meta, take a picture. I can either press and hold for about a second, and it'll activate the video on its own, or I can ask Meta to record a video. Hey, Meta, record a video. We're recording. We are recording. No, did you hear me? We're recording. Do you see the light? The light. Yeah, the light. It's right there. Hey, Meta, stop recording. Yeah, that's right. Hands-free. Now I'm dying to go on vacation so I can use the translation feature, because apparently when you look at a sign or you look at something in a different language, you can ask Meta to actually translate that for you, which, I mean, that is awesome. This could be your next best travel companion ever. I mean, yeah, I've heard of Google Translate. I've never even used it, right? But the ability to have this technology built into the sunglasses right on your face for what you're looking at, that's the game changer. Hey, Meta, this sign I'm looking at, what does it say in English?
The sign says Ristorante Sapori di Mare, which translates to Restaurant Flavors of the Sea in English.
Hey, Meta, how do you say it's really cold outside in French?
Il fait vraiment froid dehors.
Hey, Meta, how do you say there's a lot of snow outside in Spanish?
Hay mucha nieve afuera.
Let me know what you think of the shiny caramel. Is that color for you? Comment below. Also, which design is your favorite? Do you prefer the Wayfarer? Do you prefer the Headliner? Do you prefer the Skylar? 3 good options there with different colorways as well. What's going to work for you? Comment below. I don't mind these. I don't mind the shiny caramel. But my personal preference is the matte black. So that's what I got for my transitions. So thanks for coming to the channel. Appreciate all the support. Now, Amy and I are no stranger to Ray-Ban. We've been wearing them for a long time. Lots of aviators, lots of Wayfarers. Matter of fact, this is the foldable Wayfarers here. These ones are coming in at around 39 grams for this package. So I just wanted to show you that in relation to what we're dealing with the Metas here, which are coming in around 52 grams. But you can understand, with all that tech built into here, wow. Just a few extra grams on the face and still lightweight enough, not going to cause you too many headaches, which is why I got the size large as opposed to that standard. I felt it was a little bit snug, but no problem. Whatever works for you. There's lots of options there. Go to ray-ban.com. Find out which one's going to work for you, or an authorized dealer near you that's going to be able to carry them for you in case you want special order for prescription corrective lenses. I love that. It's fantastic. So it has a little on-off switch just on the left temple where the temple arm connects with the frame. It's awesome. If it shows red, that means it's off. Otherwise, if it's not showing red, that means it's on. So if you wanted to conserve power, when you don't actually want to utilize the functions, you can always turn it off. Because at the end of the day, you may still be wearing them for sunglass protection or for your regular eyewear so you can see. And then on the other side, on the inside of the frame, you'll be able to see the little LED light that lets you know that it's paired and that it's up, it's connected, and you're ready to rock and roll. Not to mention you're going to get a tone inside your ear as well from the speakers. And those speakers are just underneath the temple arm at the back, one on either side, which is great. And then they have 5-point microphone system, which is in the bridge or nose area, as well as the back, I believe it is. Fantastic. Ding, ding. Means it's activated. It's connected. That's great. Hey, Meta, take a picture and post to Instagram.
Share photo on your Instagram story?
Yes.
Sharing photo.
How fast is that? If you need to know something about them, because I'm holding this pair until I get my actual transition pair, so they're going to be with me 24/7. You need to know something about them, just ask, no problem. I appreciate you coming to the channel. Thanks for your time and all the support. Do all the fancy things for the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be back. I'm going to be back on the next one. I'm Ross, and I own Ray-Ban Meta Wayfarer. They're awesome. I can't say enough about them. They're just simply dynamite. Don't hesitate. Go out and get them. Be responsible. Respect people's privacy. It's that easy.